Okay students, we are now continuing with the chemistry chapter 3, that was matter. We had done that what is matter, and we have seen that what it is composed of, and now we will see the different states of matter and their properties. So you already know the states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. But in the last class, I mentioned two phenomena, that was intermolecular forces and intermolecular spaces. From that point of view, now we will see the three states of matter. Okay. So now you have solids. Solids have strong intermolecular force. That means the particles, or you can say the molecules in the solid, have a very strong attractive force between them, and that's why, because of that attractive force, they have very less space. So their intermolecular space is almost negligible. Okay, so they don't have much space between the particles. Next, you have shape. So shape, already you know, the space is negligible, the strong intermolecular force keeps the particles in a fixed position, and that's why they have fixed shape. Now we will come to the volume. The volume, the particles are not moving, they are not leaving their position, so volume is also fixed. Next we will move to compressibility. Compressibility depends on the intermolecular space. Now we know that the space is negligible, so if you press a solid, it will fall apart, it will break, but it will not press. You will not be able to press it and reduce its size. Okay, so they cannot be compressed. Next, you know fluidity. Fluidity is the property of being able to flow. Okay, so do you expect the solids to flow? No. How will they flow? Because the particles cannot leave the adjacent particle. The adjacent particle attracts it and keeps it in a fixed position. So it will not leave that position. So they will not flow. Next thing is Brownian motion. Now this is a new term. Let me explain you first. Brownian motion is the random movement of the particles. You have seen if you observe a beam of sunlight entering your room and you see the dust particles in that beam of sunlight, they are just moving randomly without any direction to their motion. They're just moving here and there. So that random motion of continuous in different direction is called Brownian motion, and this motion is nil in solids. You don't find this motion in solids, obviously, because of strong intermolecular forces and negligible intermolecular space. Now we come to liquids. Liquids have intermolecular force which is weaker than solids. They do have force of intermolecular attraction, but it is weaker than solids. So you find space also. So since the force is weak, you will found greater space than solids. So the particles of liquids have intermolecular space between its molecules. Okay, now we will come to the fish shape. The shape cannot be fixed because particles are moving and they are free to leave their position. So they don't have a fixed shape. They take the shape of the container in which you keep the liquid. So if you keep a liquid in a glass, it will take the shape of the glass. If you take it in the jug or a jar, it will take the shape of that thing. Okay. Now coming to the volume. Now volume, it's not, the particles are not that free that it will change the volume. Like if you take 1 liter of liquid and put it in a bottle and then put it in a jug, the 1 liter quantity will not change. Why? Because the particles don't leave that thing. I mean that the particle don't leave that liquid and go in another media. They don't go into the air just like that. Okay, so they are not that free. Okay, so they have fixed volume. Now coming to compressibility. Compressibility, liquids show very little compressibility, and we hardly can give you an example in which liquid is compressed, because in our daily life we don't see liquids getting compressed. Okay, now you come to fluidity, and it that liquids flows. Like liquid flow, if you keep it if you pour the liquid from a higher level to the lower level, then it will flow towards the lower level. So they have tendency of flowing from higher to lower level. So otherwise they won't flow. If you keep it in a glass, they won't flow. But if you let it flow from a higher level to lower level, that will happen naturally. Okay, now that is last, shows Brownian motion. Yes, liquid particles show Brownian motion. Like if you have small dust particles, or if you just stir something, you will see that if you observe the small pollen grain particles in a liquid, you will see that they show a Brownian motion. Or if you put some KMNO4 crystals in water, you can observe the Brownian motion in liquids also. Next we come to gases. Now gases, the particles have very weak intermolecular force. The particles are highly free. I mean, they can easily move in any direction, and the particles, that means the molecules of the gases, are relatively free. So they have very less force between them. Force of attraction is very weak, and thus they have very large intermolecular space. So if you have one particle of, say, hydrogen, one molecule of hydrogen here, then the other molecule may be very far away. Okay, so they have a very large distance between the particles. So that is why their shape is not at all fixed. How can you give a shape to something where the particles are moving in all the directions? They don't have a fixed shape. Next we have volume. Like if you keep a gas in a container and you open the lid of that container, the gas will simply come out and will spread to the entire space which is outside. Say in a room, it will fill the entire room. So the volume keeps on changing in case of gas. They don't have fixed volume. Okay, next is your compressibility. Now you know that they have huge intermolecular space. So obviously we can reduce that space by pressing that thing. Okay, so if you press a gas with a very high pressure, the particles can be brought closer, and this is known as compression of the gas. So they are compressible to a large extent. They are compressible. Like you use liquefied petroleum gas, that is LPG, in your kitchen. The cylinder in which the gas is filled is in a liquid form. Now how a gas has become liquid? It is because of compression. It is compressed at a very high pressure. So compressibility is possible in gases to a large extent. Now we come to fluidity. Now you already know, I have given the example that if you open the lid of a container containing a gas, it will just fill up the entire space. So that means it can flow in all the directions. So it can flow up, it can flow down, it can flow in all the direction, unlike water, which flows only from higher to lower level. Okay. Now we come to the Brownian motion. Yes, gas particles are free to move in all the directions, so they do show a random and irregular movement, that is Brownian motion. And yes, they show the Brownian motion. Liquids and gases only show the Brownian motion, not the solids. Okay, so we have covered certain properties of the three states of matter. Rest we will continue in the next video.